Yeah, we are live. Yes. Greetings, brother Brathwaite, Troy Brathwaite from St. Lucia, a herbalist, a brother that took that so serious that he chose to go on a journey. I think I think it was Honduras at Usha Village with Dr. Sebi. So Troy, welcome to Creative Thoughts Media. Whatever Troy will say, it is for educational purposes only, and it is not Creative Thoughts opinion. It is what Troy it is Troy's opinion. Troy, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings. Greetings, one and all. Everyone. Yeah, man. How you doing, my brother?
I am excellent. I'm good. I'm so pleased to meet you because one of the missions for Creative Thoughts Media is to link with all of the brothers and sisters that are doing wonderful work throughout the Caribbean and the world to highlight the illnesses and the solutions for our community. Brother Troy, the floor is yours.
Hey, man. Give thanks, man. Well, like you said, I do the Alkaline Electric Lifestyle. I was in Honduras with in Usha Village. I was there after Sebi died. I worked with his daughter Sama Bowman, and I did 3 years there working as a herbalist. And we're dealing with the alkaline electric lifestyle, alkaline foods, and the herbs, reversing all manner of diseases and these things there. First thing, we give thanks to the master healer, Dr. Sebi. He was the only one reversing diseases and curing all manner of diseases. Because if nature didn't make it, don't take it. So if you're not doing it the natural way, you will not get the results that you seek. You know. We give thanks for his knowledge and for what he taught us and what he taught the world. He showed everybody the right way, the natural way to go. Alkaline foods, alkaline electric foods for the electric body. Yeah, man. So I'm carrying on this journey here in St. Lucia and in the Caribbean. I have my company here in St. Lucia. It's called Nature's Own Alkaline Compounds, where we deal with the alkaline lifestyle. So we teach people about the alkaline lifestyle. We give them the alkaline food list, and we have products. We have herbal compounds to help them to reverse whatever ailment they may have, such as diabetes or high blood pressure or fibroids or cysts or herpes or any of these things, which a lot of these things they say cannot be cured and things. So, well, that's not true. It is being cured naturally through nature, through the alkaline lifestyle. Diseases are being reversed. Even Usha Village, all now, Sama, Dr. Sebi's daughter, is running there. There's flowing people from all over the world go there for their healing also. So we give thanks for this lifestyle. We give thanks for the electric lifestyle.
So, Brother Troy, what was it that inspired you? How it all started? What was the genesis, the start in St. Lucia? What happened that caused you to start to go natural and then choose for you to go to Honduras? Oh, how it all started?
Okay, well, I as a Rastaman, as a Rastaman, we always into nature. We always into the natural thing. So as a Rastafari brethren, if we get sick and these things, then we never used to run to the doctor and these things. We would go to the land. We would go and take our bush, make our little tea, drink our bush tea and these things there. So as a Rasta man, a natural man, a ancient man, we come in and we look into the most. We always want the natural things. We were never into the pharmaceutical or the doctor's world and thing. We were our own doctors. And then so this was always a part a part of us. You know, I wasn't eating meat and fish and these things there as a Rasta man. We were always ital, you know, right? Ital, vital, ital, you know. Then in 2010, I worked with a man called Priest Kailash. From 2010 till 2015, he was doing the vegan lifestyle, and he was a herbalist, giving the people acidic foods, acidic herbs. So in 2012, I took his products and I went to Barbados, and I went into a place called Temple Yard. Temple Yard is a community, a Rastafari community, where they showcase their arts and crafts and these things there, you understand? So you'll get people doing leather works, who doing woodworks, who's doing artists, who have their different things, but it's a Rastafari community there in Bridgetown in Barbados. So 2012, I went there, and I came in the yard and I say, you know, natural medicine, herbal medicine and things. So I met a brethren there, I live. So he said, Rasta man, let me see what you have there and things. So I showed him two of the bottles I had and thing. And so when he read the ingredients, he said, man, Ras, man, you come and kill people, man. So I jump. I say, what? He say, yeah, man, them ingredients you have, man, that's acidic thing, man. That's man-made, that's hybrid thing, man. That's poison. That ain't no healing in that, man. So this brethren there put me onto Sebi and about the alkaline lifestyle and things. So I started researching now, listen to 1-2 of Sebi lectures and these things there. And then I start implementing it. So from 2012 going up to like 2013, you know, I start switching. I stopped eating a lot of the vegan foods and I start going on to the alkaline foods. The herbs, I stopped eating. I stopped using a lot of these hybrid herbs, acidic herb thing like moringa and aloes and comfrey and turmeric and garlic, all this foolishness, these man-made things. You know, I stopped using these things and I start going into my alkaline herbs and foods. So 2015, I made up my mind. I went to Priest Kailash. I told him, brother, I cannot sell your products. I can't do this anymore. I cannot, because I know better. So I'm going to link up with Dr. Sebi and them, and I'll do the Alkaline Electric Lifestyle and teach the people that. 2016, I got the link with Sebi and them. I had to go Honduras. Then Sebi died. Put that in bracket, in hyphens, right?
Yes. Can I show you in Honduras when you was at Sebi's tomb?
No problem. Honduras. Yeah, man. I used to go there. I used to go there and clean his grave and thing there.
He says, is to provide.
So wait, hold on. Yeah, that was you in Honduras.
That's it. That's correct.
By Dr. Sebi's tomb.
That's correct.
What was it like for you to be I'm looking at the tomb of a grandmaster, what it felt like at the time?
Oh man, that was my joy. That was my pleasure. I used to come there and pull off all the weed out there, and he had we used to plant flowers there and weed out there. Then I used to roll a big spliff for him and put there for him, you know. That was great. In fact, I used to live in his house in Usha Village. I was living in his house, his glass house there, man. I had the room next to his room, you know. Yeah, man. I gave thanks for that. That was the greatest opportunity and the greatest time of my life, you know, when I reached Honduras on the 2nd of September 2018, and I did 3 years there, you know, working as a herbalist with Usha Village. That was great. When I was there, I saw healing people from all over the world, I met chiefs from the Ashanti tribe in Ghana and people from all over Africa, people from Europe, from Asia, all black, white, Indian, Chinese, yellow, pink, purple, blue, all kind of people, different people coming there for healing, for detoxing and thing. Oh, it's mighty. I give thanks for that, and I learned a lot. So I came back in 2020 21, came back to St. Lucia to offer this service for my people
Can I
at home
show
and
the
abroad.
Can I show the family when you arrived in St. Lucia what it was like? And because you see, the family sometimes need to see when you arrived in St. Lucia and what was the response by the locals.
Yeah, man, of
To St.
course.
Lucians who are afflicted by various ailments. Brathwaite says that treatment for any disease or virus can be derived from the soil. Since his return, he has been aiding St. Lucians with COVID-19 recovery.
Herbalist Troy Brathwaite has returned to St. Lucia after studying and practicing in the Usha Village Institute in Honduras to provide much-needed remedy to St. Lucians who are suffering with various ailments. Brathwaite claims to be able to relieve any illness by the use of natural herbs and employing an alkaline-based diet. He says that people of the world have become too reliant on the use of conventional medication and ignore the healing properties of nature itself.
Through nature, we can combat all of these ailments and diseases through the natural way. Right? Healing has to be consistent with nature. The Bible says, let the herbs be the healing of the nation. The herbs are there for the healing of the nation. In Ezekiel, they also mention the herbs. Also in Revelation, mention the herbs. In the book of Genesis 1, verse 29, tells you understand. Not only that, Hippocrates, whom the doctors swear an oath to, he used all manner of herbs to cure all manner of diseases. Naturally, he didn't use a chemical. You understand? He used the natural plants.
Brathwaite says that conventional medication...
Yes, so that was you when you arrived in St. Lucia.
That's correct.
Yes. So when you arrived in St. Lucia, what was the response by the family? Because, you grew up very affluent. Your father was the minister in the government of St. Lucia. You was kind of was in a privileged position. So when you arrived in St. Lucia, so what really happened when you arrived in St. Lucia after studying at the Usha Village for 3 years?
The people accepted me. They love it. The people love Sebi. A lot of the people know about Dr. Sebi. So they loved it. They still love it. They on it. They still linking me right now I have a lot of people on the alkaline lifestyle. A lot of people doing it. They even have how much other people claiming to be herbalists, alkaline herbalists, and they learn from Sebi and thing. A lot of people start copying these. Yeah, man. So even though it's out there, they're trying to fight it. Even though they're trying to fight it, right? The people love it, the people accepting it, and the people are coming onto the alkaline lifestyle, and the people know exactly what's about, man, and everybody come into nature. So everybody come into nature now, and they're seeing that the alkaline lifestyle is the way to go, and in St. Lucia, even in Barbados, we have nature's own setup in Barbados also. And I ship the herbs throughout the Caribbean, even to England and these things there, so we're just letting the audience know that the alkaline lifestyle is for everybody, and this is for the whole world, and this is what we have to come to, because we have to remember health is wealth. You understand? Health is wealth. In this time there, we need to be healthy. You can have all the money in the world and you have you can have all the money in the world and you have no health. You're gonna go and leave it. You understand? The doctors can't save you. Imagine here in St. Lucia, the head doctor for cancer died of cancer. Okay, the doctor. Imagine that. How ironic is that? He's the chief doctor of thing, and he couldn't help his own self. So we have to be wise in this time. We're supposed to be able to think. We're supposed to be able to think and question ourselves and things. So like if you have diabetes, they'll put you on insulin, and you will take insulin for 40, 50 years, and you'll still have diabetes.
Yes.
You have high blood pressure, you will take high blood pressure tablets for this until you die, and you still have high blood pressure. So we deal with the root cause, and we deal. So it's all to do with a lifestyle change and thing. That the body is not made to be sick. There's no natural disease. So in nature never made any disease. So we're not supposed to be sick, right? So what we do, so what
So
we're doing, we nourishing the body back to health, which is alkaline foods, alkaline herbs, and we give the body the things it needs to heal itself.
yeah, this interview is for educational purposes only. This is the opinion of Troy Brathwaite in the interview this afternoon. And I want you to like, subscribe, and share Creative Thoughts Media, the channel where you would find knowledge and information for the family and the world. So, Brathwaite, when you say an alkaline diet, what does an alkaline diet means? Can you explain to the family what that means?
Okay, so we don't really call it a diet because we're not dying to eat and we're not eating to die. So we call it the Alkaline Electric Lifestyle. So what it is these are foods made in nature. These are natural foods, mucusless foods, starchless foods, foods that are electrical, because our body is electrical, it's electricity that moves the body. So the alkaline foods are foods made in nature, or some people say foods made by God. All right. So these are the foods that the molecular structure is complete. They're made up of the 102 minerals, and the pH of these things are above 7. So the alkaline is electrical, right? Natural foods. For instance, your blue vervain, you'd have your quinoa, your wild rice, your kamut, these natural foods. Your burro banana, what they call in England, and what we call in St. Lucia, makabu. We have our natural thing, then hybrid things. Now, man-made foods would be all of these breadfruit and potato and all these starch things there are man-made. So these not even supposed to be there. The molecular structure of these things are incomplete. They're acidic, they starch, they compromise the mucous membrane, they'll make you sick, they will feed any disease you have, and then now all your like moringa and turmeric and all turmeric destroy your kidneys and these things there. Turmeric not good. They make turmeric in the lab. You understand? In fact, I think it's the British that made turmeric. They made curry and gave the Indians. And if you check it out, 1/3 of the world dialysis patients are Indians because they consume in this curry, which is turmeric, paprika, cumin, black pepper, in this thing. Yeah, man. So for the organic people of the earth, which is the black man and the Indian them and thing, they're supposed to be consuming organic foods only, which is alkaline foods, natural things there. This has what we call chemical affinity. This assimilates with our body. This nourishes our body and things. So I don't get cold. I don't catch the cold or the flu and these things there, brother. on my electric lifestyle there,
Mhm.
Yeah, man. And we here in St. Lucia, we're reversing all manner of diseases, diabetes, high blood pressure, women with fibroids and cysts. I have women there who doctors told them they could never give birth. They only had one ovary. The other ovary had 8 cysts on it. And they were 40 years old, and the doctor said no. And right now they have a beautiful baby boy. You understand? So all of these things, there is knowledge, is doing the right things. And for the lack of knowledge, the people perish.
Yes, let me ask you. So if somebody decided they want to have an electric lifestyle, where do they start? Because somebody grew up eating what they're eating for so many years. They not, they think they are okay. Where do they start? Because if the knowledge is if the knowledge is in a set place of the electric lifestyle, like with you and with brothers that say that, Sebi, where does one start to get
your food?
the knowledge?
So you get the list, you get your food list, you change your food. You stop eating the acidic food. You stop eating the foods that have no nutritional value. Because remember, your digestive system, which is your liver and your pancreas, do not recognize these acidic foods, is compromising. And when you're consuming acidic foods, the first place to get compromised is your brain, the way you think. You understand? Because they're clogging it. Most important food is oxygen. And these acidic foods choke up your body and they stop oxygen from reaching the brain and reaching everything. And don't forget, the brain is the motherboard, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Can you give me name a few foods that is acidic so the family could have an idea of where to start, please?
okay, all these brown rice, white rice, black rice, breadfruit, potato, dasheen, sweet potato, how you call that? Yam and those all these starch foods, anything that consuming the starch, cassava and all of these things there, you know, is foolishness. Broccoli and cauliflower and asparagus and Brussels sprouts and all these things is foolishness, you know. You eat that and think you're eating healthy, but you're poisoning yourself the same way as if you're eating meat and fish and these things there. Yeah, man.
Okay, so you give a list of the acidic foods. Give me a list of the non-acidic foods. I know you mentioned wild rice. Give me a list of the non-acidic
Quinoa,
foods.
your kamut, you have your amaranth greens, what we will call kalalu. They have the burro banana. We have cantaloupe and watermelon and grapes with the seeds and from your apples and your pears, avocado, you know, squash, zucchini, chayote squash, Mexican squash, which is in the Caribbean, we call it Christophine, you know, quinoa, your spelt, your kamut, your fonio, your injera, what they have in thing, not indira, that's the bread. What they make the bread from, they make the indira bread from that, from Ethiopia. It's on the tip. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I was looking for some this week. With the Ethiopians.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yes, the seeds that they grind to make the flour.
That's correct. That's correct. I'll get it for you there just now.
Yeah.
Teff.
Teff. Yeah.
Yes, man. Ethiopian teff. You know. Yeah, man. Very good. Also, fonio. Fonio is from Africa too. It's very good. And these things there, you know, we have our electric foods. But I have the list. I have the list of the food list from the fruits, the veggies, the grains, the nuts. Your nuts is like walnuts and Brazil nuts. Your sweeteners from your agave to your date syrup and these things there, you know. So I have the whole list, so they can reach out to me. They can message me, WhatsApp, call me or whatever, and we can get in touch and I can send it to them that they have it, because knowing is important. As the most important thing you need to know, you know, is what to eat and drink to sustain you. Because if you have a gas vehicle, you do not go and put diesel in a gas engine, right? If you go and put diesel in a gas engine, that car is not rolling again. You understand that mash up. You understand? So we put in diesel in our gas engines, you understand, every day. So every time you eat, every time you put something into your mouth, is either two things you're doing. You either healing yourself or you're killing yourself. There's no in between. There's no gray area. It's either or. Either you healing or you killing. You're doing suicide, right?
Yeah, cool. Let me ask you, I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
If somebody born in an environment like St. Lucia, where you have certain foods that your great-great-grandmother ate, your grandmother ate, your mother ate, hasn't that food settled within the DNA of the ancestors down to you? where it will harmonize because the body is quite dynamic. Will the
Mm,
body not adjust to the
no,
environment?
no, because what you end up with is diseases they tell you is hereditary, and which it is that's impossible. But it's the food you eating. So granny had the cancer, now mommy had it, now you get it. But it's the same food you're eating, you'll hand down the same food. You understand? Everything in nature is made up of 102 minerals and is electrical. Me, you, the plants, the animals, the soil, everything, the clouds, the water, everything is made up of this 102 minerals. Now, these acidic foods and things are not. They do not have the 102 minerals. All of their thing is inorganic. For instance, celery is inorganic salt. Beetroot is inorganic lead. You understand? So these things, all of these things will be inorganic, will not be organic because it's not natural. It's not supposed to be there. You understand? Man that made it, man that put it there, not nature. So they compromise in the soil. They even changing the soil from an alkaline state to an acidic state. You understand?
I was just
Yeah,
coming to
man.
that
So
because a lot of the foods that is manufactured, once it becomes industrialized and we put and you buy it from a shop, for example, the quinoa that we buy, I know quinoa many years ago. Now quinoa is mass produced. Asparagus and those are mass produced. If we are not responsible for growing our own foods, for us to eat, where do we stand? We will not end up in the same conundrum with the cancer and the different
well,
diseases.
yeah. So what you're saying is right. So if they grow quinoa using chemicals and things, they will compromise the quinoa naturally. But if it's grown in its natural state and you harvest it and you think that once nothing is added to it, it's good. But once you grow it corrupt, everything of it will be corrupt. You understand what I'm saying? So if you keep it in that organic environment, then it's still good. But if you add in things and put chemicals in this and that and do things, then you corrupt in the thing and then it would be harmful. It would not be good for the body. So even like you say, even growing our own, that's a good thing, but it depends what you're using when you grow it. You
So
understand?
what do you advise the family for a good source of quinoa that is grown in the right environment and is not industrialized or capitalized upon to maximize profit?
Always look for the organic, especially there in England. Y'all have a good thing. Y'all better than America and these places when it come into to that. Y'all get your organic stamp. Y'all have a lot of organic things there, starting with number 9. You know, there's more trustworthy than I trust more things out of England than I do out of the States and these things there, you know. But you can try and you will always get it from the source because the quinoa and thing is like from the Central Americas and these things there. You can see where the origin is and these things and always try to get it from there. Your agave is from Mexico. You understand? Try and source it from there. And
Or just
always try
coming to
to
agave. Because today you find agave is mass produced. Agave a few years ago, before it became popular, is not the agave you getting now.
well,
Because
you source your thing from the right sources. You go in Mexico and get it from the right places in Mexico where we're growing, because that's from the agave cactus. You understand?
yeah, but
So
for the person that don't have the capital to go to Mexico, what's the other solution for them?
no, not to go there. You can order it and look for the organic one. Look and see where it's being made and these things there. So if you see in agave USA, made in the USA, you go watch that. You ain't gonna really think that if you see it from coming in from Mexico and think, okay, this one, yeah, we'll go with that one instead. You know. Um,
Okay,
so it's to
yeah.
be wise in your shopping and things. So cause they have a lot of traps out there. They want everybody sick. That's the whole plan, and the plot is depopulation. So how you do that through they do that through the food, poison the food and poison the drink, and then keep the people sick. You know.
But not that alone. Even the air that we
Yeah,
breathe in
but
today
that's correct.
is being it's contaminated. I mean, the
That's
water we
right.
drink is
Because
contaminated.
that's right.
So how does one escape? Because for what we see is contaminants. What we hear is contaminants. What we eat is contaminant. What we drink. What is the solution?
That's why always cleanse out my body, always taking my herbs and thing to clean out the body. Always use my Irish moss, Changus crispus, Irish moss, where you get that up by you there. Y'all have the best up there in Ireland. Y'all have the best. That's the one Sebi speak of, the Changus crispus, Irish moss, which is rich in 92 minerals out of the 102. The highest source of calcium and magnesium, strengthen the bones. That nourish you. That's the best. And you in England there, you all have access to that. And that's better than the sea moss they have from here in St. Lucia. You understand?
But Dr. Sebi, but Sebi did recommend the best sea moss from St. Lucia.
No. The sea moss we have here in the Caribbean is not Changus crispus, is not rich in 92 minerals. That only have about 12 minerals. And right now, you cannot even get the sea moss from the reef. They growing that on a rope. They farming it. So the sea moss coming out of St. Lucia now is farmed. So this has the same nutritional value as the rope that is being grown on. And we know the rope has no nutritional value. So this sea moss, that's why Sebi burn out these farmed sea moss. So the sea moss they farming and things. So that's a waste. That's like taking cardboard, brother. You in England have access to the best sea moss, which is called Changus crispus, Irish moss, which is the top of the line. That's what I use in my products, and I bring it in, you know. Yeah, man. So we give thanks for that there. So you have access to that better than us here.
Okay. Yes, I heard that. You mentioned a while ago that you help women with fibroids and cysts, and help them with that kind of can't have a child. What would you advise the women that have fibroids, that cannot have a child, impotence in men, because those are quite prevalent these days? What would you advise the family to do or to take to help heal themselves from those problems?
Okay, what I advise is a change of diet, lifestyle change. Stop the chicken. Chicken gives a woman fibroids, polycystic ovaries, endometriosis, and the hormonal imbalance, and these things there. Give the man prostate, give the man hormonal imbalance. Chicken, dairy, milk, and cheese, and butter, and bread with the yeast, and all these things there. Stop this. So you have to change your diet. Cut out this. Stop eating the things that made you sick in the first place, and cleanse out your body. Eat the right foods and cleanse your body, and nourish your body back to health. You know, if you're in the Caribbean here, I'll recommend they drink a lot of the blue vervain and the Damiana, the Sensitiva, which is the Mimoso pudica. We used to call it my hot. You know, I'm the one when you touch it, it closes. You know, very good for the man and things. So it's all to do with lifestyle, because most of these things there, these people eating a big plate of food and it has no nutritional value. They're just full in their stomach, eating a lot of foolishness, and they're making themselves sick. Because like I told you before, every time you eat, whatever you put into your mouth is either you healing yourself or you killing yourself. And 99.9% of the people killing themselves with their food, the food they're consuming, thinking it's good food. You understand? Yeah, man. So I recommend that they look into themselves, Start loving yourself. Loving yourself is not saying I love myself, you know. You're saying you love yourself, and then you go and eat a big piece of steak and drink a big glass of wine or rum or beer and things like that. I loving yourself, brother or sister. That's poisoning yourself. Loving yourself is true feeding yourself the real, eating some quinoa and some wild rice and your chickpeas, you know, and some mushroom, eating like a king, you know, eating royalty, electric foods and nourish your body. Drink up your sea moss and take up your iron, your sarsaparilla and your burdock and your different thing, your elderberry, your stinging nettle and these things there. You consuming these things that would nourish the body. When you consume these things there, the body will tell you, thank you. You understand? And it will show you, you giving your body that love, your body will give you back the love. And you see you remain disease free. You always be at ease. You won't dis the ease. You understand? From time you dis the ease, it's not good. You know, you always want to be at ease. You always want to be relaxed and calm. You don't want to dis the ease, because then you disease, you know, high blood pressure, you stressing, diabetes, cancer, and
So you're saying that all of those illnesses, it is strictly diet, what you eat, what you consume. It is the solution for it is to have a cleanse. How often should one cleanse with the blue vervain and the sarsaparilla? How often should one do a cleanse if one eating those? Because when one shifts the diet and they eating the quinoa alone, or they eating the chickpeas alone, I mean, the body have certain requirements to eat a certain amount of fat, certain amount of iron, certain amount of calcium, magnesium. Where does one get all of those nutrients to keep the body balanced?
We get it for the food, because you wouldn't eat just quinoa alone. So when you cook the quinoa, you cook some chickpeas with that. You do some mushrooms. You would do other things. Your little squash, your zucchini is a thing. You cooking. You eating a normal food. You understand? You have your list there. You know what it is. You just won't eat quinoa alone or chickpeas alone. You have it with other things. Plus, you drinking your herbs, because the herbs is not medicine. You know, the herbs is food. So when they test the herbs and things, they'll get minerals like you say, iron, magnesium, potassium, gold, silver. You understand? Carbon. These things there, they will get in it. So the herbs is food, and we nourishing the body back to health. You know, and you get all of these things there from your food. You get all these minerals from your food and from the herbs. Don't forget, herbs are for the healing of the nation. The herbs is put there for the service of man. So we go to the herbs, and the herbs is going to nourish us. The herbs is going to nourish us and keep us right. Look at the elephant. What the elephant eating? Leaves and berries. You know, what the gorilla eating? Leaves and berries. And what the tortoise eating?
And termites.
Yeah. You know, these animals don't eat dead animals. These animals eat live foods. And the elephant is the wisest, never forget, and the strongest. There are no animals stronger than that. Or the gorilla. If a gorilla punch you, you're dead, brother. The turtle, the turtle living up to 300-400 years, just eating eating leaves and these things there, grass and leaves and thing. You understand? So that's what we need there, because there's no natural disease. Nature never made any disease. Wild animals don't get sick unless we go into their environment and contaminate it. If we go into it and contaminate it, they will get sick. But in their natural environment, there's no sickness. They'll grow old, but they won't get sick. You understand? No female wild animal menstruating. Which female wild animal menstruates? None. The lioness don't do it. The tigress don't do it. The female gorilla don't do it. The female elephant don't. None of these animals menstruate. Why are our women menstruating? Why are they hemorrhaging of the womb? Why are our women hemorrhaging of the womb? Because of their food, the foods they're eating. So when they took us away from Africa and made us slaves and bring us down here, they never took our food with us. They gave us their food, they gave us the scraps, and they give their food and start giving us pork and all kind of flesh to eat and all kind of thing. Transmit, make us sick, have us sick. Everybody sick, you know, the whole world sick, you know, brother.
I was just
Everybody is
coming,
sick.
I was just coming to say that. What is the cause why women are menstruating?
The hemorrhaging of their womb. There is acidic inflammation in their womb. You know?
Isn't that part of ovulation? And when
No.
the
But so why the gorilla not menstruating? Why the elephant not menstruating? Why the lion not menstruate? The lioness not menstruating?
oh,
Why they not ovulating? They
I have
ovulating the same way. Why they not doing it?
I have no idea.
Our women womb has been compromised already from long time ago, bro. Long time ago. Our women not supposed to be menstruating and them things here, bro. We gone. They gone clear, brother. Yeah, man.
It's funny, name after a man, menstruate.
That's right.
What I want to ask, yes, cool. We are in deep waters.
Yeah, we listen, bro. We are so lost that we cannot be found. Okay? We are
Yeah,
lost. We are
yeah.
lost.
Yes, with the advent of GMO, generically modified foods, how do you survive when they taken off all of the stickers throughout the world? In Europe, they're planning to do it. I mean, like, the experiment has started. Where do we start? In the Caribbean, close to America, in the Caribbean? Where do we start? How do you save yourself from the seedless grapes, seedless apples, seedless everything? How do you survive living an alkaline lifestyle with all of those
Well, if you
problems?
know, if you have the alkaline list, all the fruits.
Can I say one thing, please?
Yeah.
This interview is for educational purposes only. Is Mr. Brathwaite's opinion, and it's not necessarily the opinion of Creative Thoughts Media. Like, subscribe, and share. You can continue.
Yeah, man. So what I was saying, if you see on the alkaline food list, it tells you grapes with seeds. So seeded grapes, seeded melons, and they say we don't want any fruits without seed. You understand? So that's what the people have to boycott these things, man. Don't buy any seedless grapes. Don't buy any seedless watermelon or seedless cantaloupe and thing. Stand up, demand what you want. Get up and stand up and demand what you want. Don't let them force things on you. Demand. You want your choice. We're supposed to have a choice if we want the organic one or not. If we want the ones with seeds or without. You're not supposed to force it on us. And we have to stand up and fight for our rights, man. And if I hear Bob Marley say, get up, stand up for your rights. So we have to stand up for our rights and demand what we want and expect to get what we demand as the people. Because don't forget, the government's supposed to represent the people, you know. And supposed to be the government of the people. So the people come together as one and stand up for your health, and stand up for your health, which is your wealth, which is important for you, your children, your grandchildren, your great grands, the generations to come. We don't have to stand up and fight to make sure that they will be okay, they will be secured, and don't let them put these things they have there, this depopulation thing in effect. We have to fight it and stand up against it and be strong. We have to be strong and come and do it. So don't buy any grapes without seed. Let that stay on the shelf in the supermarket. Don't buy any apple that's not organic. It's not number 9. If it has number 4, number 8, or number 3 on it, don't buy it. It has to have number 9, which is the organic one. And demand that they're supposed to give you the information. So you're supposed to know what fruit is GMO and what was organic and things. So don't let them hide that from you or take it away from you. So it's up to the people. It's up to the people. You understand? If you just allow it and let it, if they're like a sheep, like a lamb to the slaughter, well, they will slaughter you. Yeah, and you will be sick. Your
But how
family
many of
knows
us?
it.
But how many of us have the knowledge of the number of the number that represent organic? 90% of the people don't even know that because everybody are
Program,
surviving,
a program.
programmed and
Well,
programmed and also
this is how we
surviving.
know. That's why we have you there doing what you're doing there, bringing out this information to the people. Give thanks for that. That's a good work. Giving the people the info they need to make a decisive decision, to make them make an informed decision. You understand? Knowledge is power, man. Knowing and then implementing what you know is powerful. It's very powerful. So we giving them the knowledge there. That's worth more than gold and silver. You understand? That info there, what to eat and drink to sustain your health and thing is worth more than gold and silver. These things are priceless. As the most important thing, a man's supposed to know is what to eat and drink to sustain himself. You understand? Because that's our gas, that's our diesel, that's what making our body move. That's recharging our body. You understand? We recharge our body through our foods. You understand? You have your cell phone, you plugging it in all the time. You have your computer, you plug it in to recharge it. And think, when last you recharge yourself? When last you take the chicken and throw it away and say you don't want that crap, and come and eat some quinoa and some chickpeas with some mushroom and some squash and some ripe burro banana fry up and good food. Come and make your yatis, do your alkaline yatis and make your alkaline burger and do your Irish moss tea and come and drink up some Irish moss tea and nourish up your body and things. So yeah, man, we have to take care of ourselves, man, and we have to stop making excuses, and we have to do the right thing. We have to stand up and fight for what we want and need. You understand?
Troy,
Yeah, man.
can you tell me what problems you have encountered with people in terms of healing them? What treatment you are giving people, and what's the most common one case you find when people come to you for treatment? What are the most common illness you find?
Here in St. Lucia is a lot of diabetes, high blood pressure. Amongst the women, a lot of fibroids and cysts. But diabetes is very prevalent in St. Lucia and in the Caribbean. Lot these days there I see a lot of cancer stepping up too. Also, a lot of people took the COVID vaccine and things. So we know all the info coming out about this there now is damning. A lot of info about this COVID vaccine and thing. They have rapid cancer and these things there now. Blood clots and all kind of thing coming out from this thing. All the info coming out, So and his lifestyle and a lot of people, the diet have them. I used to say the diet, they on a diet, so they dying to eat and eating to die. But the lifestyle to come onto the alkaline lifestyle, a lot of them, their taste buds, they don't wanna stop the meat and things. So like, imagine we have a girl here in St. Lucia right now. I'll give you an example. And she lives up by you there in England, and she came here and she messaged me about certain ailments she have. And I told her, she have to change the diet, lifestyle, and I gave her a list of my products she would need and things. And she messaged me back and told me, well, she wouldn't be able to change the diet, but she'll just keep eating the same food she eating that made her sick and things. So I told her, well, I won't sell my products for you. You understand? I can sell it for you, and don't give a damn, but I'm not like that. I won't sell it for you because I want you to do the right things. I want you to get the healing. I say you wouldn't get the results you want. You have to do it the right way. You understand? There's a right way and a wrong way. So if you're not doing it the right way, I will not sell my products for you. And and things. So I deal with serious people that are willing to that want health and seeking health and are willing to give up the things that made them sick in the first place, and they get the results. And that's great when somebody come to me and tell me, boy, the diabetes gone, the A1C normal. You understand? The high blood pressure, the pressure right now that's stabilized now is 2-3 months, the pressure normal 120/80. Yeah. And these things there, that's give thanks for that. I give thanks for these things there. And these people, once you put in the work, you do the right things, you get the results. Yeah,
So
man.
within what time would people come to you and tell you, well, they have diabetes, they have high blood
Oh,
pressure?
well, I do. People link me from all over the world. I do consultations. So when they come to a consultation, they will give me the whole list, whatever ailments, whatever pathologies they have. They give me the whole list of it, and then I'll create a package of which, or naturally they get the alkaline food list, and then I'll create which of my products that will suit them best to help them to reverse these pathologies they have, these ailments, these sicknesses, these diseases.
Okay,
Yeah, man.
cool. Yeah,
Simple,
cool.
man. Simple. So we just keep it natural. If nature didn't make it, don't take it, man. And remember,
Yeah.
the body doesn't need vitamins. The body needs minerals. You know, no such thing. All these vitamins thing fake and all these things there. But you buying your vitamins from the pharmacy. The only plant that producing vitamins is the pharmaceutical plant. Not any natural plant. All the natural plants giving us minerals and nourish the body minerals. Yeah, man.
Can I ask you a question? So somebody have a habit of eating the white rice, the brown rice. How would somebody prepare a meal? What would somebody put in that food for them to have a nice, what you call a fun or a happy meal? What's a happy meal? What is a happy meal for you if you have to tell somebody to have a happy meal?
Well, if they like the brown rice or the white rice, I'll tell them use your wild rice instead. That's the best. Deal with the best and leave the rest. You understand? The best rice is the wild rice, is iron. It's going to nourish you. Your body get nourishment and it tastes very nice. You know, I do it how you do your wild rice. Do your chickpeas, make a nice stew up chickpeas. You have your mushrooms you can put with that. You can get your spelt pastas. You can do a nice stew up some squash, butternut squash, along with that there, and think they have many different things. In fact, they have a guy on. There's a guy. Taste is your seasoning. Your seasoning.
What seasoning would
it's on the list. You have your thyme, your oregano, your onions, your chives, your cayenne pepper, your sea salt, your habanero. Small leaf thyme, big leaf thyme. You have all your tarragon and fennel and dill and all of these things there. So you have your seasoning. The seasoning that make everything taste nice, man. Once you can cook on things, so you have your list, boom. There's also a guy named Ty, Ty''S, Ty's Conscious Kitchen on YouTube, where he only does alkaline electric foods. And he has about 5 or 6 cookbooks. He's been around a long time, and only doing Dr. Sebi ingredients, alkaline foods, and he have a lot of recipes, all kind of styly. So you can go on YouTube or Facebook or one of these things and look into him. That's Ty's Conscious Kitchen, and go ahead and get some good food, and you get your recipes. So you don't have any excuse. There's no excuse right now. They're in the time of knowledge increase. They have the knowledge, the information is out there. So we can, we have it out there. We don't have an excuse of not doing what we're supposed to do.
So if one have to get you, how does one contact you or get to you for consultation or for some treatment?
Okay, they can link me. They can message me on WhatsApp on my number, which is +1 758 489 3592. So that's +1 758-489-3592. You can message me on WhatsApp. You can email me at nature'sownac@gmail.com. All right, nature'sownac@gmail.com. So you can message me, email, WhatsApp me, or email me, and they can reach out to me, and I'll give them all the info they need. That's no problem. That's what we're there for. Each one teach nine. You know, each one teach, each one teach nine, man. Spread the word, spread the love, spread the word. Good
So,
food.
Troy,
Yeah, man.
any final words for the family?
Yeah, man. I tell you, health is wealth. Love yourself. Eat the right things. Take care of your health. Take care of your children, your elders and them, and raise them. Teach them the right things. Nourish them proper so they can learn well. Think. Use your brain. Think before you go and eat. Remember, whatever you eat, you either healing yourself or you're killing yourself. You understand? So do the right thing. Love yourself. So if you don't love yourself, you can't love anything else, anybody or anything else there. So love starts with self. So love yourself so you can love everything there in nature. Give thanks for the elder, give thanks for the ancestor, Dr. Sebi, for the knowledge and thing he has brought out there and he has taught us and showed us. He put us on the path, on the right track. Let's continue on and live a happy life, healthy life where you don't have to be by the doctor. You understand? A lot of people say, boy, the alkaline food expensive. So I tell them, well, it's either two things. Either you spend that money by the doctor or you give it to your stomach. You buy your alkaline food and you eat it, or or in the end, you're gonna give that money. You're trying to save and don't want to buy the food. You're gonna give it to the doctor who won't be able to help you. He won't be able to cure you. Yeah, he'll just put you on drugs and things. So and you'll just get worse side effects, all kind of thing. Say no to drugs, man. Natural thing, nature, alkaline electric lifestyle, man. Enough love, man. Lovely people. Remember, knowing and implementing what you know is powerful. Give thanks, man. Stand up for your rights. Love yourself. Remember, it's a healing, man. It's a healing. And the whole world's sick. Everybody's sick by design. This is not by accident or this is by design. So let's heal ourselves, man, and let's mash up the plan. You know? Give thanks, man. Love and respect. Give thanks for having me on here. Enough love to the people.
Thank you, Troy, for coming on Creative Thoughts Media for the interview. Like, subscribe, and share. And remember, this interview is for educational purposes only, and it is the opinion of Troy Brathwaite. So, Troy, thank you.
All right. Love, man. Blessed.
Blessed love. All right, cool.
Big up.
Big up, yeah, cool.